Black Oxygen Organics is a company out of Canada, and we are impacting lives all over the planet. And it's really fun to be able to pass this information on. We are doing business in Canada, the United States, about 15 countries in Europe. We're in Australia, we're in the Philippines, we're in Mexico, and your country is coming soon. If you're in a country that I didn't list, of course, I didn't list all 15 in the UK or in the European Union, but who knows? We might be in your country here coming soon. So welcome, and we're glad that you are catching up with us tonight. I'm going to go ahead and switch my screen share over. All right, fantastic. So welcome. Tonight we're gonna talk about what we do every Tuesday night, which is Testimonial Tuesday. Unpack a little bit of fun information for you tonight. My name is John Elschuler. I am the host of this call. Absolutely love being here to share this information with you. Got to start off with a bit of a disclaimer here. It's always important to let you know that the information we're going to share tonight, the story we're going to hear tonight, hasn't been presented to the FDA. We are not presenting our product to treat, cure, prevent, mitigate any disease. But I'll tell you what, amazing things happen when you put the right stuff in your body at the right time in the right way, and blessings occur. And we're going to hear some of that this very evening. We believe that we have found the missing link to optimal health. You're going to learn all about that in just a minute through someone's personal story. So whether if you're looking to enhance your performance, whether you are here because you're into rejuvenation and you want to look your best, feel your best, and move into your wisdom years with as much pep and grace as you can, you're going to be in for a treat tonight. Or perhaps you're one of those people that have experienced a little bit of that mystery illness. You're just not feeling as good as you think you should. And you want to figure out how you can find the key to unlock your best health, that next chapter in your life. Well, you might be in for some great information here tonight as well. So welcome. Whatever your pretense is, we want to let you know that our nutrient-dense Black Oxygen product line has the ability to rejuvenate, restore, revitalize, and just bring your health to that next level, your health and your performance. And so we're excited to be able to share this really powerful information with you tonight. Let me introduce you to who's joining us tonight. Her name is Jacki Smith. She has been enjoying the Black Oxygen products for only 3.5 weeks. Believe it or not, 3.5 weeks. She lives in Texas. She's a mom to two and a grandma to two wonderful grandbabies. And she's a health coach. She's an entrepreneur. We are here to talk about product tonight so that you can get a good sense of what's happening in people's health. I love her little comment here. One of her little taglines: life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. And by Anthony Robinson. And I want to welcome you to the call, Jacki. So excited that you're here. If you will jump in, share your video tonight. I'm going to stop my screen share because I want to focus all my energy on you after all. Good evening, Jacki. Welcome.
Good evening. It's good to be here with y'all.
Hey, it's so wonderful to have you. Thank you for being on the show tonight and sharing a little bit of information. You know, I always like to start with the same question, Jacki, and that is, you know, when people first hear about Black Oxygen Organics, there's usually something happening in their life. You know, you got something with your health that you're trying to improve. You got something, a challenge that you're trying to deal with, and you hear about this and you're going, hey, maybe there's something in that. So what was happening for you in your life when you heard about Black Oxygen that made you say, maybe I should give this a try, see what it might do for me?
I had one of those rare occurrences, I hope, for most people. I had fell 18 feet off of a 2-story roof, crash landed 8 feet down on the first floor. My ladder had slid out from under me, and I was at the very edge of the top of the second story. So I went 8 feet down, landed on the ladder, broke both wrists, one ulna. Other ulna was out of place, broke both legs, the tibias right below the knees. Of course, the rung of the ladder got me there. Then I rolled off the ladder, luckily, so I didn't fall down with it, and went another 10 feet to the ground and landed face first on the ground. So I was in extreme need of some health and healing, to say the least. So when Phil reached out to me and said, you got to take a look at Boo, I said, okay, tell me about it, give me some videos, and that was my introduction.
That sounds, I mean, my body, I think, just winced as you told that story because you could almost feel that kind of step by step. That must have scared the life out of you. I mean, a lot of people end up in wheelchairs after something like that.
Well, it actually scared the life into me because the whole way down, I keep telling everybody the first thing I did was start the praying. And it's, God, don't let me die. Don't let me break my neck or back. God, don't let me die. Don't let me break my neck and back. And I said that the whole way I was rolling. And so when I landed on the ground, the first thing I heard was the gentleman from inside the house screaming because I was doing a hell claim on his roof. And he was screaming, oh my God, what do I do? Do I need to call 911? And I went, yes. At that point, I knew I was alive. So, and then
word.
I knew I was okay. That's the strange part because I had this peace about me, even though I knew I was in pain. I didn't really feel it that well at the time, thank God. Mm-hmm. And I used my right leg and kicked myself over to my back. And then it was like, look to the right, look to the left, head up and down, head's okay. Buried my elbows in the ground, lifted up, checked my back. It was fine. And then I relaxed. And it's like, okay, now I can wait for the ambulance.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was just a gift from God.
That is really something. So I would imagine from that, you talked about some broken bones. You know, there's some, okay.
Second surgery on the right arm. And I still got a couple of little fingers that aren't straightening up all the way. So that's it on the right.
Okay.
Left hand. Now this is thanks to Black Oxygen. I did surgery 2 weeks ago on Friday. They tell me they were going to pin this one and with 2 pins and it would be facing toward me for 6 weeks. And then when they took the pins out, they were going to pin this one to where it was like this for 6 weeks so they could heal. They were able to go in and fix both and there's no pins in either hand. And this one spins around without any problem.
Wow.
That shouldn't happen.
That's amazing.
In 18 weeks, they hadn't been able to keep it in place.
Holy cow. So you heard about it. You had an incident, if we can call it that. And yes. I like the way you're just kind of keeping that energy down because you got your prayers are up. You can keep that, that down a little bit. So what, how did you use the product? What happened? I mean, obviously you were trying to find anything that you can to aid in restoring your body and giving it what it needs. I mean, you are a health coach, so you're aware of some of these vital things that you need in order to bring your body back into balance. How did you kind of approach that with the product, or what was it in the product that kind of got that you just thought, hey, this might be the thing?
Well, health coach, 30 years. So right off the bat, I read oxygen. Oxygen promotes healing. So right off the bat, 45% more oxygen in the cells. I knew, sign me up. But then you go down and you look at all the electrolytes. I was working out 5 days a week with the physical therapist, and they were killing me trying to get me walking on my left leg because I couldn't touch it to the ground for 12 weeks. I was just at the point of starting the 25% weight bearing on my left leg when I was introduced to the boot. So it was amazing to add that in and see how easily it was replacing what I was doing to alleviate pain. Because the one thing I swore myself I would not come out of there addicted to pain pills. Mm-hmm. So that meant I was spending about $500 on other things to keep me out of pain. And so the very first thing with Black Oxygen, I started with a half teaspoon my first 3 days. We were on a phone call and I got to meet Carlo on that 4th day. We started talking because one of the problems I had was with my teeth. I fell face first. It knocked one tooth out and I had 4 on the front that were loose. That's what happens when your chin hits the ground from 10 feet up. Mm-hmm. So I was telling him, some of the issues I was having, and he reiterated another story with somebody else that had had good luck with their teeth. And at that point, I reached up and touched, and the 2 outside teeth were already starting to get solid with just a half teaspoon on that 4th day. So he encouraged me to up it, a little bit. So I did. I went to two half teaspoons that day, morning and afternoon. And then within 2 more days, went on up to 3 half teaspoons a day. Well, now I can say that 3 of the 4 teeth are solid in the gums, and all of the gum line is built back up again. That's something the dentist told me at 8 weeks after injury that they would start falling out within 3 or 4 weeks. So guess what? Sorry, Boo saved my teeth. And it might end up with 4th one. Well, no, I'm just giving it the time. And I keep putting a little bit of around the tooth every time I take a drink and just letting it sit. And then now that I'm home, that's the big thing. I came home Saturday after 18 weeks in rehab.
Wow.
So I'm home now.
18 weeks?
18 weeks. First 3 were at the hospital, 15 weeks in the rehab. And Saturday, after 3 weeks on Black Oxygen, 3 weeks and 3 days, I came home. And so I'm totally amazed because I knew I could get up and down the stairs without any problem since I have this in my life now. So it's just been amazing. But you talk about adding more nutrition into the cells. I take a lot of nutrition. I try to eat as healthy as I can. You want to put that oxygen and those nutrients right into the cells to help them to get through everything that they're going through with the healing process. But the last part of that was the antioxidant capacity and the anti-inflammatory part of this, because that was such a key. My 5th day, I quit wearing some pain things that I was wearing, patches and things of that nature, just to see how Boo was doing in my system. And I didn't have to put the patches on any longer. Wow. So that was $350 of my budget that just went bye-bye by adding, probably equivalent of about a bag and a half a month to what I'm doing. That's a godsend. And with all the other effects I've seen, pain was just one part of the equation. So I am totally thrilled about everything that's happened with me. Believe me.
That is amazing. And so you just kind of hit on something I was going to ask you, because, as a health practitioner, as a health coach for people, you're aware of lots of different types of supplementation, things that you can do naturally to uplift your health, or, just get everything kind of working better. Has the black oxygen actually kind of replaced some things? I mean, obviously you talked about the patches, but has it replaced other nutrients as well? I mean, how does that work for you?
It has. It's alleviated my need for, a lot of the vitamins and minerals, especially those separate little things that I was taking, those micronutrients. Of course, I was on a different type of trace mineral. That's gone. So yes, it definitely shortened my list. Now, some things I'm only taking right now because of the healing process. And the minute I get past that, they'll go out of my life too, because it's so all in one. And, I come from the days when it was the big juice drink war. And so one thing that really I forgot about with fulvic, and maybe it was because when I studied fulvic, it was over 20 years ago. And when I saw that, antioxidants neutralize one free radical, it's a 1-for-1. I don't care what your juice drink is, how big and bad it is, what the ORAC score, it's still a 1-for-1. And when you look at 14 teratrillion free radicals are neutralized with one molecule of fulvic, you start understanding, there's a lot of free radical damage that goes on with the body when it's injured. And I thought, if it just wipes out all of that and brings that inflammation down, what's it going to change? Well, it changed 12 weeks on my hands to 3 weeks now being in ready for occupational therapy, because that's what we were really looking at. And the neat thing was the surgeon walked out. Let me get that a light out of the background. The thing that really got me, though, was when the doctor walked out from surgery and walked back out there, because I'm looking at my hand going, why is it an ACE bandage? It's supposed to be in a cast like this one.
Yeah.
I kept saying lobster claws because that's what I've called them for several months now. But I'm looking at it and I said, were you not able to fix the hand? Because he just took out 7 or 8 screws, 2 plates out of, the hands and all those screws. And some of them were buried up in the wrist. And I'm looking at it and it's like moving. And I'm like, should I be doing this? And he's like, Jacki, I don't know what's different, but something's different. And I go, yeah, were you able to do this? He goes, yeah, it's all done. He says, turn it around. And I went, I did a while ago, and it kind of scared me. He goes, no pins. And I went, what? And he goes, no pins. He goes, I don't know what's different, but something's different. And I just thought to myself, I do, but I'm not going to tell you for a couple of weeks.
Are you still
keeping what else I can do by then?
Oh my gosh, you might still be keeping a secret. So obviously pain management is one of those things you said, because a lot of people go through that, and you've already kind of hit it. And that is that they come out the other side of this with oxycodone or, whatever, wherever they're on for a long period of time. And just knowing that that's a slippery slope, trying to find an alternative to that. What other things? I mean, sometimes we may, we're focused on one benefit and we go like, okay, I got the pain relief. Has there been any other things that have kind of slipped? I mean, you talked about your teeth, but have kind of slipped in as other benefits that maybe weren't even on your list, but things you've noticed?
Oh, energy right off the bat. So energy. And then, when you've been in a bed for 12 weeks, because it was 12 weeks before I could walk on the left leg. So what I was doing one-legged on my right leg was very limited with a, stand-up walker. So, of course, the colon takes a beating there. So the second thing I saw, of course, was getting more normalized. And when I say more normalized, I was once a day, even in the bed, but it got me back to 2 to 3 times a day, which is my normal. And then 3rd, 4th, 5th day cleanse, that was still okay. Luckily, I was in the bed close to the bathroom, so it still made it easy. You got to worry about those things. But next thing was within a week, I was able to walk out and get into, because I had to get to a doctor's appointment And I had just got newly on my leg walking. I was able to get to a car, a lift ride to a doctor's appointment to get the surgery set up, get in and out of the car, which I hadn't even trained to do that yet, but I was able to do that. So it made the workouts. And in fact, the workouts, they were making me do a 6-minute walk every Friday to see how far I could walk.
Right.
When I was just on the 1 to 2 doses a day, the longest I'd walked was 900 feet in the 6 minutes. After going to the 3 a day, my next walk was 1,485.
Wow.
So 50% growth in what I was doing. So, and that's the thing I've seen with my clients. I've got one gentleman that I'm working with, same thing. He's going through physical therapy after a life event. And he said, that's one thing I love. I'm able to get on the treadmill and go so much further. And I told him, I said, I did 20 minutes on the bike right before I left there. And I did 7 miles in 20 minutes on level 5 with 2 broken legs. Now, I don't know how easy that is for most without broken legs, because I can tell you on 5th gear, you have to run about 110 or above to get there to 7 miles. Because I can tell you, I started at 5.5 and it took me a while to get to 7. But when I got to 7, I'm like, I'm not going for that one again. That hurts, but I did it. So it was just one of those goals that you say, you know, what can my body do to where I feel more normal? And that's what this is doing.
Yeah, that's amazing. So now I know that there are topical uses for the product. There are bathing or foot baths. Have you explored any of that yet?
I just got home. They wouldn't let me do that at the rehab, because of, obvious reasons. They're not quite sure why you're bathing in mud in their shower. So, and I had a feeling it would probably turn everything black and I wouldn't be able to hide it. So I thought about it, but I got them really good at trained in making my chocolate and coconut protein shake in the morning with Boo, and doing the Boo in my tea or anything I could probably. A V8 was another one, because I didn't get a lot of bottled water up there. I have to share a nurse's station. So I was putting it in everything and slamming it down and just having a blast. I'm home now. So I've got my bucket. So tonight I will be doing a facial, and I don't think I can stick my hands in here yet, because they get to see them on Thursday. And I don't know that I could get all the black off if I did. And I've got, this one, I can't get to it, but this one,
for sure.
I'll tell you, after Thursday, this one's going to be getting a Boo bath. So I will definitely keep you posted on how it's doing. So, and I'm probably going to bathe my knees in it while I'm at it.
You might need a little cosmetic person there to help you out with that. And
I figured I'm making up about 2 teaspoons worth, and we're doing the face, the hands, the knees, feet, ankles, anything else I can bathe in. I will be sitting in a bathtub, getting it loaded down on me, and then taking my shower 30 minutes later. And in the meantime, every day I'm probably going to do a foot bath. Yeah. I'm seeing incredible things with the foot baths. We've seen a lot of parasites coming out of the foot pads and all kinds of stuff with the people I'm working with. So it's amazing. Love sharing it.
I know you do. And you know what? You're a change maker out there. And you know what? The story tonight, I got to tell you, is going to leave a mark with a lot of folks, because you've been through a lot, and just, seeing the attitude and the excitement that you have about how you're progressing and kind of getting back to that full force Jacki, is going to be a beautiful thing.
Well, I can tell you one thing. 30 years ago, when I was blessed with my mom dragging me into a networking, company to try their products out, and it really helped me a lot with weight loss and helping a lot of people. The one thing I loved about that one product is it was experiential. You could put 10 people on it and 8 out of 10 felt a result. And I've called so many people this week and said, I have found the next, that product, and it's here in the form of black oxygen. And I'm telling you, I sampled 4 nurses and CNAs in 2 days there at the rehab center, and all 4 were in there within 2 days buying a bag of it. And the nurse is running around telling the other nurses about it right now. So I sampled a few more of them before I left, and I gave them enough so I could have time to ship it to them, because I'm not going back, except maybe to drop some off. But
there you go. Just to bring gifts. Not
to be a client of theirs anymore. I'm done.
There you go. There you go. Just to bring gifts. So in short, the way you started off with a half a teaspoon twice a day.
Yes. So half a teaspoon for 3 days.
Okay.
Then half a teaspoon twice a day for 2 more days. And then I went to a full teaspoon and a half. And I'm doing that usually about 3/4 of the teaspoon in the morning and another, 3/4 in the afternoon. But sometimes I do the full teaspoon in the morning and another half in the afternoon.
Yeah. Well, it's real
So,
important. I have found it's real important to space that out, because the more it's
yes.
free flowing in your body, the better it is. What an incredible story. I think there's going to have to be a follow up here, Jacki, because you got a little bit of work to do there, and then we're going to want to hear how this story progresses.
Well,
So,
I can't wait because it's truly making a difference. It has been the biggest blessing I've had in this 18 weeks. So,
yeah.
and I thank God for you and Brian and all that you do for the team, because these calls are amazing. This is what's teaching me how this works so I can help more people.
Well, you have been an enormous gift tonight, just to be able to share your story, and we're glad that your evidence. There's two things. This is evidence of two big things: prayer on the way down made a major impact, and then finding this a way to help step into that, unlock a few of those doors, and to that better state of recovery. So
Yeah, the only
amazing.
thing I said before is the next time down, if there ever is another time where I have to be calling out to God, I'm going to remember that. Oh, and please don't let me break all four limbs at the same time, please.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to add that one in. I thought I covered all the major
You
bases
are
until
not
this.
going back. We're just going to remove that thought. You're not going back,
That's what
Jacki.
everybody says, no more roofs. So yes,
Yeah,
just say
yeah,
no.
yeah. Someone on the chat says, "Stay off the roof, Jacki. Stay off the
Yes.
roof." But anyway, you know what? You clearly have learned how to dance in the rain, and for that, we are so grateful that you were with us tonight. So thank you. I know you'll come back and share more with us at another time.
Sure will. Thank you,
All right.
John.
Yeah. Blessings to you. Have a great evening.
You
Really
too.
appreciate you being here with us. All right, everybody. That was Jacki Smith down in Texas. And what a great story that was tonight. So we're going to all send her that healing energy, because, prayer, black oxygen, a little bit of energy from y'all can't hurt one little bit. So the cool thing is about our product is that we are pulling our product from Mother Earth. This is Mother Earth's original superfood store, here in a way that our body is designed to receive it and to use it in a really powerful way. I think that's one of the reasons why we have such tremendous results with our product. So whether you're dealing with inflammation, that's a part of Jacki's story, cellular regeneration, getting all those cells to work in concert and harmony together, amazing. Hormone balancing, heavy metal binding, adaptogenic. These are the core five that are absolutely powerful for everybody. And we know that there's benefits, whether you have an incident like Jacki, or you are just living your life and trying to get the most out of your body. Those are really important little categories. So how do I define optimal health? Not that you've asked, but I'll share it with you anyway. Mind, body, spirit, and health. And moving through life with energy, vitality, mental sharpness, and having a little bit left over at the end of the day is a recipe for a healthy life, where you can spend a little more time with your family, work a little bit more with your community, be more creative. That's what optimal health will bring you. So whether you're drinking it, whether you're doing a facial, whether you're putting it in your coffee, or you're doing a detox bath, there's so much flexibility in terms of how we can use this product. So we want to invite you to celebrate that next chapter in your health journey by trying Black Oxygen. If you're on this call tonight and you're kind of hearing this for the first time going, I wonder if I should give this a try. I think there was some pretty compelling evidence tonight, and we want to help you step through that doorway and be there at the beginning of this new chapter in your health journey. And so if you're ready to take your health, your wellness, your performance to the next level, this is that moment. You might even get back with that person who invited you to be on the call tonight. Maybe you've got a couple of questions, you want to get a little bit more information. They can definitely help you out there. But from me to you, I want to wish you great health, great happiness. And if you're recovering, a fast and speedy recovery, and all the love and all the power. Thanks for joining us here on Tuesday night, Black Oxygen's Testimonial Tuesday. This is John L. Schuler signing off.